Hey everybody, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to show you how I manage in the first 5 days of Don't Starve. Now this is an interesting game. It's a very interesting game, one I've been streaming quite a bit recently, and I've kind of fallen in love with it. So I'm at the point now where I feel like I can give people some advice, although I'm definitely not the best player out there. I just want to make that clear. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is obviously gather most of the materials in the immediate vicinity. You're going to need plenty of grass, you're going to need plenty of sticks. This is to basically get you set up for a decent base, one that you can go into winter knowing that you're going to be able to get through it quite well, and hopefully not die. Very hopefully not die. Now I know a lot of people spend the first couple of days actually just running the whole kind of circumference of the map just to see where all the different biomes are and all that kind of stuff. Now, god damn it, I've been playing with a mod on recently which allows me to just, I don't see the animation, it just picks things up. It's kind of, it's a little cheaty, but alright, so what I'm doing here is I want to gather as many petals as I can because we're going to make a garland, I believe it's called, to keep my sanity at a decent level. And then once I've got that, I'm going to continue to pick flowers up because I like to have them for rot. So when I plant my berry bushes and my grass on my base, I can use something to fertilize them with. So even past the, I think it's 12 petals or maybe 11 to make a garland. So even when we get past that, we will still continue collecting them. Alright, now it pays you to just make sure that you have a torch at the ready, just in case. Because nighttime, sometimes when you're in this game, sometimes you get carried away with picking up materials and trying to avoid the nasties that are in the game. So you kind of forget what you're doing. Well, I do anyway. So it's always good to have a torch just in case in your inventory, just in case you haven't made one. And you can quickly keep Charlie away at night time. Alright, we'll take some petals there. Ah, more carrots. Alright, so we have enough food now really to keep us going for a bit, and we have enough sticks and grass, so plenty of logs. We're quite lucky we found some chopped ones. I'm just going to plant that just to get out of my life. I would normally keep pine cones for fuel, but at the moment we don't have a backpack, so inventory space is at a premium. Alright, so we have a grass biome. We have a grass biome here. Now, when I build my base, I always like, personally, I believe this is preference, but there is also there's kind of some logic behind it. I like to build my base near the beefalo, so when I get attacked early on by dogs, I have an area where I can take the dogs, and the beefalo will do most of the work. So I don't have to worry about taking them out. Maybe take the odd one or two, but when it starts getting a little hairy, beefalo are a really good basically resource in the game to killing things that spawn to come after you. Now they're not going to do much against deer clops and bearger and other bosses that come in, but they will do enough to keep the dogs away. So okay, it is getting late. It will be dark soon, but of course we have a torch. So I would recommend in the early days of this game, don't bother setting up a campfire at night. Just continue, because the nights are quite short in the autumn. Ah, we have gold. That's what we need. Now you're going to need gold to build a science machine, so definitely if you come across any gold, build yourself a pickaxe and mine the hell out of that. Alright, so we're looking quite good so far. So day one, basically we've done a little bit of exploring, got a little bit of the map uncovered, but we've also got some of the core ingredients that we're going to need. Materials have been gathered. I'm just going to get one more of these done, and then I think that'll be enough of the rocks and gold for now. There we go, lovely, thank you very much. So this looks like a nice little rock biome. so I'm going to continue to pick up the petals, like I said. If you get hungry, now you're going to get more. You're going to get more out of your food if you cook it. But because I am just trying to get as much of this area uncovered and find a good base to settle down in, so I can really start to build, I'm actually just gonna eat on the go. I've got quite a lot of food with 11 carrots and 9 berries. That is really going to keep me going. And continuing to pick up the petals. God damn it. That can make me jump sometimes. I'm easily scared, by the way, so that's that'll be the reason behind that. Right, now I'm not going to mess with these too early because I don't have too much use for silk just now, but I'm going to keep a mental note. Well, not a mental note. I literally have a map, so that's going to be on the map as an explored area. So we're all good with that. I know where some spiders are if I need to get some silk. Okay, and potentially an area for gears as well. This is cool. We're definitely going to need this later on. You have to be very careful with these. They will mess you up. Okay, we're getting cold already. Well, maybe we will build a campfire. I may have set this so that we don't start in autumn. It seemed a little weird that I'm cold. I'm not sure why that is, but... Anywho, we shall continue on our quest. Picking up petals and trying to find a nice area to build a base. Alright, it's still getting cold again. Okay. I may have definitely set something wrong on this, but... Alright, we are going to have to just chill at night. We are just going to have to just wait. It's fine. I can cook some food up. I said I wouldn't normally do this. Alright, now we have roasted berries. Fantastic. Alright, it's going to be day again soon, so we can continue. We're all good. Excellent. Right. Well, that's kind of added a different mood to this. I definitely need to get my stuff together a little quicker than I thought I would. Alright. We're going to give this guy a wide berth up here. He will defend his egg, although there's not one in there yet, but she's probably thinking about laying one real soon, so don't really want me snooping around it. I can't blame her. I would definitely just eat the egg. Okay, this looks like a nice little foresty area. I'm going to continue down here, actually. And finding the walking cane in this is such a good resource, but you have to be quite lucky to find it. It does make you walk a lot quicker. I got one in one of my previous playthroughs and it made things so much easier. Actually, I think it was on my PlayStation. Yeah, it was. I haven't actually got it on PC yet. This, of course, is the PC version of the game, so if you are playing on PlayStation or console, things may look a little different. Mainly the menu. One thing on the PlayStation I actually like that it does better than the PC. For some reason, it puts your backpack underneath, down here. It puts it underneath. Instead, the PC puts it up here on the right, which I don't really like. I quite like all the inventory just being together. It looks a lot cleaner, and it's a lot easier to navigate. Okay, so we found a grass area. Now look, great, beefalo, a couple of beefalo kicking around. We've got some rabbits. This is good. This is very good news. Now, I always use rabbits as my main source of food in this game, in this particular season, because they're very easy to catch once you have set a few traps up. They keep coming back, and you can make some good food with them as well once you get a crock pot. This is a very good area. You have some spiders down here, so we can farm some silk. We have rabbits, we have beefalo, we have everything we need in this area. Very, very good. Now I don't know where it stands in relation to the rest of the map, so I'm just gonna have a little explore. Picking some grass up as we go. Alright, we're looking good. We're looking very good. Now the manure, we can use that to fertilize. I'm not going to pick that up yet. I don't have really the inventory space, the luxury of the inventory space. Alright, beefalo. Now you don't want to build on this area, because when it comes to mating season, then beefalo are going to get hostile. And if you've got a big base built around here, they are going to come after you, and it's not going to be friendly. It's not going to be fun. So I would advise giving them guys some distance to let them do their thing. To let them get their freak on. Right, we have evil flowers. Now, this is actually a great area. I would build around here. I think I'm going to build around here. Because what I do with these flowers is I'm going to build a bee box near the evil ones. Because they don't go. So your bees will constantly make honey. This is maybe a little later on, not right now. Building a bee box is not my main priority. We have pigs up here too. This is actually a very good area. I'll just get it all uncovered just to make sure there's no more surprises. So the sooner we get our science machine up and our fire pit, we can then build actually we have a shovel. We can then get our traps out so we can start catching some rabbits, and we can start digging things up so we can have shovels and berry bushes in our base. So we don't have to go out and farm them. That's the plan in this game. You want to try and make things as easily accessible as possible. So just put as many of the resources near your base as you can. So grass, sapling, even plant trees. So you don't have to venture out too far, and when you do want to venture out, you can take things specifically with you if you want to go in caves, or if you want to go and kill things or explore the map even further. But yeah, this is good. This is looking good. So I'm going to go get set up now. I found an area where I think is best suited. We even have a few rocks here as well. This is a really good area. Okay, and we also have a mysterious, suspicious dirt pile. Excellent. Right, so let's build our fire pit here. Now for a science machine, we are going to need a few more stone, which, don't worry, I know just the place for the job. I am actually going to drop these petals down here as well. They can begin to rot now. We're not going to need any more of those. I do sometimes use the petals to eat just to get a little bit of health back. I think it gives you literally 1 health back. But if you have quite a lot like we do, then they can be a very handy. They can be a very handy resource just to kind of slowly build your health back up. Definitely not the most efficient way of doing it, but a way, nonetheless. Okay, well we have an area now, so we might as well start picking up some grass. And it's about to get dark, so I am just going to head back. Break this shovel. There we go. Right, fantastic. My light just ran out, but don't worry, we have another one built, and that's why we do it. Right, so we should be able to build our science machine now, which is just what we want to do. So I'm going to build that thing up here. Great, that is perfect. Have some grass, so I'm going to just add fuel. That's not the best fuel in the game, to be honest. Right. I'm just going to wait this out. And these berries will spoil quicker than the carrots, so we might as well spend our time cooking these up. So looking at this now, we have a good area. We have a nice base, a nice potential base area. We've got beefalo nearby. We've got some dark petals nearby as well, and we've uncovered a fair bit of the map. Not the most of the map. Like I said, a lot of people kind of swear by just uncovering the whole map, and there's definitely value to that. That is definitely a legit strategy. Alright, things we're not going to need, you can actually just leave them in the base before you have enough. I get a little OCD. I like to build chests. Anyone who's watched me play this over on Twitch will know that I like everything being in chests and neat, whereas a lot of people who play Don't Starve do just leave things laying around, which is... it just saves you the resource of having to build loads of planks and stuff. So we're not going to need gold right now. Alright, so I'm just going to plant some grass up here. It does help if you have the mod on that allows you to see where you're putting the grass. Okay. Right. So now we have this built. We need a backpack. That's one thing we need to do. Forgot about that. We need to have a backpack. That instantly gives you more inventory space, which in this game, any game like this, is absolutely crucial. Of course. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to get some grass dug up. Then we're going to plant the grass at the base. Now, throughout the time between now and winter, we're gonna keep allowing this grass to grow, and we're gonna pick the resource and we're gonna store it, because it's a little more difficult to come by in the winter months, and you are gonna need it. So having a bunch of grass stored up in chests or at your base ready to grab and use it's just good planning. The same with sapling. And also, if you can get some berry bushes as well, that would be my recommendation. Something else we can do is we can also build some traps. I know we've ran out of sapling, but that's fine. So we set the trap over the rabbit hole like this. These are near our base, which is fine, and the rain is starting to come. So when we come back from our exploration, we should have a few rabbits ready to be eaten. Right, I'm just going to plant these. I hope that's... Okay, now there's always one that doesn't go well. Actually, in some cases, there's two that don't go well. Right, so all them petals we have on the floor slowly turning into rot, we're going to use those to fertilize these plants eventually. Now before the summer gets here, you are going to need to start to think about an ice fling-o-matic. I believe that's what it's called. Otherwise, this is going to be an absolute disaster zone of fire and mess. And let me tell you from experience, that's not a fun time, okay? Alright, so now we've got plenty of grass at the base. I am going to get some sapling. You don't need fertilizer for sapling, but you are going to need sapling in the game. So, again, I would say 2 stacks of 10 is probably enough to get you by, but feel free to grab more. You can never have too much of the stuff, in my opinion, at your base. The more resources you have available, the more efficient you're going to be, and the less chance there is you're going to be scrounging around to try and make things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my backpack for plantable stuff. Might as well take some mushrooms with us as well. Now I would dig these graves. I'm definitely will be doing that later on. Coming back and digging those up. Because that is they're very handy. That's where you can get gears from them, all kind of gems, etc. There's also a lot of stuff in there you don't need, but... Okay, now we can pick the fertilizer up because we can just go ahead and use this in our base. These guys don't mind me just scrambling around and collecting their poo. I'm sure they don't. And I think we had 24 petals at the base, and I've got 5 manure, so that should be fairly decent in terms of rot. We probably could do with some more. Alright, so we're on the 4th day, coming up to the 4th day, and we've got a nice base area built. We've got some grass and sapling planted, and berry bushes. Well, one berry bush ready to go down. So we're actually looking quite good here. I'm pleased with this. Alright, he's not friendly. Mr. Piggy's in there. Okay, there's quite a few spiders around. They are more active at night. A little tip that I didn't realise, by the way, I learnt this the other day. If you attack those spiders' nests when you're on the silk, the hunter ones will come out. Whereas if you wait for the spiders to come away from the silk and you start to hit them, the black ones, they won't spawn hunters, I believe, as frequently. I think they can still come out. There's a possibility. Or not, actually. I don't think there is a possibility. I think they will. I think you're best off just letting them come out away from the nest, killing them, and then returning. Alright, so it's dark now. My monitor settings aren't too good, which is why I'm kind of fumbling around a bit here. I don't know where I'm going, because it is actually very dark. But we're doing fine. We're doing fine. I'm just going to make a spare torch. Take my own advice and keep a spare one in my inventory just in case. We have sapling and we have grass now. I feel like the next thing we really need to get back at the base is some berry bushes planted so we can start getting some food. Okay, light just ran out. There we go. Always pays you to have a spare. And pigs really make some funny noises when they sleep. But then probably so do I, so... Alright, there we go. Another night survived. For some reason there we didn't starve. I mean, we didn't get cold. Okay. Right, yeah, we have 15. I'm gonna actually get... I'm actually gonna dig these up. So we have 2 stacks of 10. That would be my, that would be my preference. So we're at day 4. Looking good. Pick up a crank thing. Well, there's a pre-made axe there for me, which if I want to come back for that. We have 75 left on ours, so I'm not going to bother stealing that from the pig men. They probably need it for important pig business. Lots of spiders around here. This could be an issue when they get to stage 3 nests. We'll worry about that when it happens. Okay, more beefalo. I think we're coming back to base now. Here we are. Actually, no we're not. Alright. Gonna collect your poo, gentlemen. Don't mind me. And ladies. Alright, here we are, back at base, and it's looking good. I'm going to plant that, apart from this unevenness, which is really bugging me, but... Alright, so we can fertilise this. You have to be careful not to eat the fertiliser. If you put it over your own character, you will chomp on some poo. It won't do any damage, but no one wants to eat poo, right? I mean, come on. I'm going to plant these here. I will dig that grass up, that small tuft. Which I don't need. Okay, stop it. God damn it. No, plant. Okay, there we go. Gonna get rid of this. And then we're gonna start our berry bush area down here. For no particular reason. Okay, so these are stale petals, so they're getting there. They'll be rotten before we know it. Which is great. Alright, so I want to add a few more berry bushes to the base. There's definitely an area down here that I haven't explored that can lead out to something. So we'll do that first, just to make sure that we kind of know all the resources nearby, near our base. This is going to be very handy. You stick a bee box in the middle of that and I'm telling you, it's off to the races. With honey. Oh, there's another grass area, okay. So we are literally surrounded by beefalo right now. And rabbits. You're not going back to your home. I will chase you. They can run faster than me, but... Okay, just a small grass area down here then with a few little rabitas kicking around. Which is fine. Alright, well at least we've explored that. Take one of those if you don't mind. Alright, so hopefully there's no surprises down here. It would be handy if there was bees nearby. I don't think we've got to go too far. And there is some that are sort of east of the base. Oh, hello. Totally normal tree. I'll definitely have some of that. My sanity is not liking this. But dig him up. Okay, now we have some living logs. That's very good. That is very good, getting those early. Saves me a job. Now, I could potentially burn all this down. I mean, having a having charcoal. Actually, no, that's too many trees. That's definitely too many trees to burn down. But having charcoal is a good resource. We're going to need to make crock pots soon, so we're not going to need to, but we're going to be looking to. Ah, okay. This grassy area looks nice. Hopefully, get some berry bushes down here. Maybe pigmen too. Having a little snooze. Gonna build a second torch. It's about to get dark. And we're on day 4 now. Now obviously it depends how close you spawn to an area where the beefalo are, or where you want to build your base. Like, I have actually spent, I think my record has spent the first 9 days searching out the whole map and still couldn't really find anywhere I wanted to actually settle and build a base. Oh no, okay. You don't want to go on that. So we've been fairly lucky here and come across one straight away, which is great. But that doesn't always happen. You have to be aware of that. Sometimes you are looking a little longer than a couple of days. Now we can feed that pig later and get him to beat up a few spiders for us. That's going to be good. That's a very handy thing to do. Whenever you see like dead bodies here or skeletons and resources around them, it's always good to pick them up because it's just a quick way. You don't have to chop trees, or you don't have to look at the animation for taking the sapling off the twig or the tree, whatever. Alright, there we go. So we are now on day 5. And we're looking alright. We're looking very good actually. I'm very happy with this progress so far. I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to put my torch away because of course we don't need to use that. Right, now I'm just going to get a few of these berry bushes, and that'll probably take us the majority of the day. So as you can see here, we have some rabbits in the traps already, ready to be cooked and eaten, which is awesome. And once we do that, the rabbits will just continue to spawn. So you'll never run out. It's a great resource. It really is. Give me that. Right, so this is where we'll catch our bees later on. When we get some silk, we can grab these little bumblebees. Hello. Examine the sunken boat. Hey, Mr. Parrot. So now we're just getting the berry bushes for the base. And we'll be well on our way. This is actually it's a really good start. If you can get something like this, it may take you a little more than 5 days. Don't panic if you're not at this point. I think the first set of dogs spawns on day 11, I believe. So you have some time before you have to worry about defending yourself. But if you're near beefalo, or if you know where beefalo are on the map, you can always just take the dogs there and let the beefalo do the work, which is exactly what I'm going to do, just to save me from having to fight anything. Mainly laziness, but others would say it's efficiency, so depends what angle you look at it from, I guess. I always like the idea of building my base in one of these areas, because for me they're the most pleasant, with just bees buzzing around and nice flowers and, you know, little beehives. It's cool, but I don't think it's the best place to build. Alright, so we have a stack of 8 berry bushes. This area was bigger than I expected, actually. Now we could keep grabbing sapling, But just because there's so much manure near my base, and we have 24 petals as it is, I think we're going to be alright with fertilizing what we have at the base. Right, you have to watch out for these froggies. They will try and get things at you. Wow, there's so many of them. You have to watch things. They will try and take things out of your inventory, which is a bit of a pain. Especially when there's a group of that, you can get stuck against those. They're a pain in the butt. Of course, another good thing to do with the frogs is to build traps near the pond, and they will fall into those as the rabbits do, as you can do with spiders as well. If you weren't aware, that's also a good alternative for the traps. There's Mr. Bumblebee. We can chance our arm now, I think, and dig up a few graves. Find some random gold kicking around. Lovely. Red gem. Great. Now, if you dig too many of these up, you will get a ghost, which is... Another red gem. Fantastic. Alright, I'm not going to do too many more. Not my sanity dropping too badly. I'm gonna drop the buttons. Right, so we have 11 berry bushes, and we're looking good. This is good. We're gonna go back to the base now, plant the berry bushes, and that will be day 5 over with. And I'd say we're in a pretty good spot. Gearing up towards winter, we have some good materials. We have resources at the base growing away for us. And that can only be a good thing. Right, you can't leave these too long or then rabbits will die and they will be just piles of rot underneath there. So I will need to get them at some point. Right, where is my base? Okay, up here. There we go. Okay, let's plant our berry bushes. You do want to leave some space. The reason I've done grass, sapling and bushes this spaced out is because obviously if there is a fire, we will have a problem. We will have a big problem. So at least with this, they'll burn in isolation, and these will just about burn in isolation by the looks of it. Gonna leave the living logs down there. Drop this. And this. Plant our sapling. So with that in mind, with the fires in mind, I don't want the sapling to get too close to the berry bushes or the grass or vice versa, because if there is a fire, it's going to be a problem. Now, one thing we can do is we can build a lightning rod. I normally build one of these quite early, just in case we get. Sorry, I'm gonna need an alchemy engine first, which I don't think I can build just yet. So I'm gonna need refined. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, I don't think I have enough stone. Don't think I have enough stone. But oh well. There we have it. So that's 5 days in to Don't Starve. If we take a little look around, we have grass is a growing over here, looking good. Once these petals have turned into rot, these petals have turned into rot. I will fertilize all of this. We have berry bushes down here, which will be, again, once I get the fertilizer, I will get them growing. And we have a science machine. The next thing I'll do is to build an alchemy engine. There we go, just before we die. The next thing I'll do is to build an alchemy engine and make sure that we have enough resources for that. And then I'll just go out to continue to, I'll probably get more stone, dig these graves up, and then it'll be time to kill a few spiders, I should imagine. We also have a sinkhole down here, so we can go into caves if we need to. This is great. This is a very good little setup. Don't forget we have the rabbits there. I'll plant more traps around this area too, and that'll keep us going for food. And then we start to look at crock pots, etc. So there we have it. Thanks for watching, peeps. I hope this video has helped some of you out. We've done the first 5 days of Don't Starve, and this is where we're at. Now go ahead, try out the tips, try out the tricks, and I hope you guys enjoy it and have as much luck with finding a base as what I did. Peace out.